applaud when Angelo was walking in. They know what he's capable of, and that's what the Naganera Nagas will be looking for. We have the coach of the Naganera Naga, Shane Duff, looking anxiously on. He won't be a happy guy with the way Nazir had just played.
Nipping it around there down to third man.
Yeah, but that's not going to help on the comeback.
This is the start of or continuation of that over, and straight away Angelo Mathews making his intentions clear with the boundary. Don't forget we had a rain interruption after one ball of the 10th over, and immediately after the interruption, look at Angelo Mathews go.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Nobody's ever straight in these games. Mid-on, wideish there.
Now Rajapaksa, they're confident that this Sri Lanka Premier League will only go from strength to strength. Back to you.
Thank you, Mandira, and that is a very good shot for 6. That little boy didn't enjoy it, Tomo.
No, but what about this shot? This is a cover drive, like a tennis shot for 6. And you can see where the kid slid over there, but just have a go at this for a shot. Just makes it, I think, over the ropes. And that's what we're talking about how slippery it is just near the ropes. Now, either side of it basically is the same.
Well, the good news is there is a special award from Next Construction for the most sixers. In fact, $750 will be awarded for the most number of sixers by Next Construction. But this will be 4. It won't be a 6. It was hit along the ground. These are useful runs for the Naganera Nagas.
Well, that's 14 already off the first 4 balls. So McDonald a little loose here, too short the first one, and then overpitched here, and it's just thumped back past him.
What they're looking at from here. Mathews is on strike, and he goes square, and it's gone down to the boundary. It's gone for 4, short and wide. Angelo Mathews enjoying himself.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, a little bit of width there from the bowler. Fernando, he has a bit of trouble with direction sometimes, and that got what it deserved, really.
What a fine player Angelo Mathews is. Just take a look at that shot. The arm extension, going at the ball hard, and hitting it exactly where he wanted, splitting the gap between 2 men on the offside, on the boundary. He just construct such a fine innings, Mathews. Oh, big! That's big! That's gone for 6. Just over the line, but I like that sound. Leather on willow, all the way to the boundary.
Well, you could sense this coming, couldn't you? After that shorter delivery, you sort of guessed that Fernando was going to pitch it up, and Mathews just jumps on this. I don't think he gets a good bit of it. I think it's hit a bottom corner, but it still went for 6. That's probably a shorter boundary out there.
Yeah, it didn't look like coming off the middle of the bat, but still, yeah, it just hit possibly the bottom of the bat, but it went the distance. 10 off 2. Short, works it behind square leg, 4 more. 14 off 3. Naganera Nagas are in a hurry, and so is the captain.
Well, I thought he might struggle a little bit here. Fernando, damp conditions, damp ball. It's pretty hard when you get hit for 6 and 4 in the first 2 balls. Short again, and there's nobody inside in that area there. There is a deep fine leg and a square leg, but if you get it 45, it's just going to rake the boundary.
Oh, look at that. Look at those buildings. The last 2, in fact the last 3, 10, 17, 14, and this over. In fact, that's the 14 of just 3 balls. It's going to be much, much bigger. And the good news is, Next Construction Private Limited Mumbai is offering $750 for the player who hits the most number of sixers in the final. Mathews swings and misses. That's a precious dot ball.
Now you can see the bowler's having trouble here. He's not happy. Fernando, it's difficult. I mean, you know that every ball you're going to go, somebody's going to try and whack you for the distance. So these figures are are not flattering for any of the bowlers, but they won't be either when Hubert comes out to bat. But the Nuggets as well.
And these are very demanding conditions for fielders. It has not been easy. The outfield is a bit slippery. Shot again. Fernando goes through. In fact, Mathews goes through mid-wicket. He's picking his spot so well, Angelo Mathews. Seems to know exactly where to hit boundary. This time in front of square.
Well, he's got 18 already, and there's still another ball to go. And you can bet that that's either going to go for 4 or 6. And that brings up the 100 in the 13th over. But that was more like a Roger Federer shot. Well, it leaped up. That's right.
Roger Federer will be quite proud of a shot like that. Hitting it from outside the off stump. Just look at that. Fernando Mathews. He's been scored off. A massive strike rate.
Well, it's almost 3 at ball, isn't it? You look at that. It's not far off. It's not worth worrying about. He's brought the fine leg up this last ball. That's a bit risque.
What will he do here? Will he look to retain the strike, or will he go for the boundary? And Fernando just wanting to make sure that his fielders are in the right place. Here is the last ball of the 13th over. It's 100 for 4. And if we're looking for 4 more here, if he gets a boundary, I think the fieldsman dived a little bit too early, Prasanna, and that allowed the ball to go past him. It's over. Sikuke Prasanna it is. Comes down the track, and that's gone all the way for 6. That's a big one for Angelo Mathews, who reaches his half century in grand style. 3 sixers, 6 fours, 21 balls. Strike and hits it square and gets it down to the boundary. It's gone for 4. Angelo Mathews seemed to connect everything.
Well, this was a good ball, but it's an extremely good shot to hit this. It's the wide.